Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
11.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Burrow looking to pass. They'll roll him out right. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll get that one to Carter complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They go play action with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A beautiful fake. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point. And each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. These two teams all tied after 1. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Big 13. Let's go. 11 MT. Hey. 11 MT.
Burrow now off the bootleg. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now Jones. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
First down, Green Bay.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
He moved. From your former position, senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First target, first catch, and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rodgers now on first down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on first.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And this one is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Burrow will throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd and a yard, Rodgers got a man. That's Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Carter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second and 9 from the 44. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's a give to Mixon, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. To the air again, Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This time Burrow will look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jalen Smith. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. On third down, Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Burrow looking to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Travis Fulgham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Pass, catch, first down for Tonyan. Undrafted at Indiana State, but he really came on in 2020. 52 catches and, even more importantly, 11 touchdowns.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Mixon with a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Here we go.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. McPherson on for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game, 4th quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a first down carry by Jones. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man left side, it's a tight end Tonyan. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll go with Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have moved out in front.
So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest, they were shooting for the first down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Airing one out for Boyd.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Burrow. Now he'll escape to his right.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
To throw is Rodgers. Powering his way forward. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
come up now on 2nd and a yard.
The give is to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Green Bay, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.